Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Vechain family, we are ready. We're ready. We got this train coming along. We got so much happening, right? We got Vechain about to go live in a couple of days' time. Now, you might be asking, what is Vechain? And if that's the case, please stay to the end. Watch the whole thing. I do watch the analytics. You guys pause, wait, reply. Watch 33% of videos. Stay tuned because what's coming up is really cool for Vechain. So Vechain price gears up for 22% breakout as key support continues to hold. So Vechain price is preparing for a 22% rally as the token continues to trend higher. Now, I don't mind FX Street from time to time, but sometimes, right, there's so much contradicting information that they post, right? So today's 22% breakout, tomorrow will be like Vechain's ready for 200% rise. Now, yes, it is steadily heading towards the 16 cents mark. And at the time of making this right now, we're sitting at 13,788. And we will be going a lot higher, right? So there is so much to come. We are nowhere near where we were back in April. And that's nothing compared to what is coming. So it is very exciting what we're about to see. And as you can see here, right? Two articles from the same organization. Vechain price pauses before VET breaks out to 18 cents. So yes, it is coming. The 18 cents mark is coming. We do need to go above 15, stay above 15 before we get to that. But before we get into the prices, right? We talk so much about price. Price. And then before you know it, right? We're not talking enough about the adoption, the technology, what actually makes the price go up. And that is more important than the price, believe it or not. Because at the end of the day, the project itself needs to be good in order for the price to go up. The price is just not going to go up just for the sake of it. So we do talk too much about price and not enough about the technology. And the technology and the blockchain of Vechain is that good. Let's have a look. Now, when we do talk about, Vechain and China, right? So Vechain CEO Sunny Lu just received the honors as a committee member by the CFSN, a highly profile body helping create China's food safety traceability standards. If there was ever any doubt, a couple of months ago we had doubts around Vechain and China, there is no doubt. I've done my research, I've looked into this, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Vechain and China are stronger than ever. And they will continue to contribute more to the industrial standards of blockchain infrastructure. The mass adoption will be huge. And I cannot stress this enough, how much of a role Vechain will play in the coming years. I cannot stress it enough. There is so much to come from Vechain over the next couple of years. So much. Now, the Commonwealth Bank has enabled crypto trading for 6.5 million Aussies, and other banks will follow. This is quite big, right? So in Australia, we say, what bank? Combank. And this is a big move by the Commonwealth Bank. And I wanted to share this with you because mass adoption of cryptocurrency is coming in all areas. In all areas, right? And this from Australia is a very positive sign of what's to come. If you've ever had any doubt about where crypto and blockchain is, and does it have a space on Earth long term, there is no doubt it is coming from all directions. Now, Vechain. So embracing NFTs on Vechain is a proven way to see the growth of not only Vechain as an ecosystem builder, but providing it is the superior one. And this is very exciting. Now, what is Vechain? Now, first of all, Vex has not launched yet. Do not trust anyone telling you otherwise. Contract addresses will be announced on this Medium publication and over Twitter. It is not live yet. Now, Vechain's governance token Vex is finally here. Well, almost. The article, it gives you about a week notice. The launch of Vechain.io, as well as yet to be released yield farming front end and program. Now, that is happening on November 9. The VET yield farming launches at the same time, and the governance model launching in the next 30 days. So since the beginning, Vechain has been community oriented and grassroots project, and this is a big deal. So V2 is the first major upgrade since Vechain started and aims to keep V1 variables and swap admin fees, but also the sought after future proof of modernize the protocol. Now, the token itself will initially be distributed to community members in two ways: a retroactive airdrop for users who have traded and provided liquidity on V1, and then the VXVT yield farming program. The first 30 days will run by the Vechain team, but after that, the governance will control the rates and pairs. So very, very cool that Vechain 2 is launching. And this is very, very exciting for the entire ecosystem of Vechain. Now, as previously mentioned, this is not live yet. It will go live on November 9, but it is a big deal that it's coming out, and it will just reinforce and strengthen the ecosystem of Vechain. Now, all around the world, professional day traders everywhere, right? Q4 VET, sit on hands, thank me later, right? This is a professional, right? So Sheldon the Sniper, has got a lot of followers. I'll show you, right? He's got 244,000 followers, right? He's been renowned, for getting things spot on. And look at that, 134. So $1.34. This window, this range that I've been speaking about $1.10 to $1.20. $1.10 to $1.20, $1.34, depending on the hype, is kind of where we're sitting with this. And the reason is because it is so undervalued. It just is. But it's broken that particular trend line. It's retested that trend line a number of times. And now we're going to be ready to move. And when this moves, it's going to move really, 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 really fast. Let's jump into a tiny. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. As we begin to look at the charts when it comes to Vechain at the moment, there's a couple of key things here that we need to look into, right? So we got at the moment a price range of 0.13830, 0.09% down for the day, right? There's not been much action at all happening at the moment on Vechain when you look at it. Now, when you look at the MACD at the moment, it is sitting right on the edge to almost going bearish. So what does that look like? So let's have a look at the hourly. When we switch to hourly, we can see that the hourly has switched into bullish. When I go for the 4 hour, I can see that the 4 hour at the moment is heading towards going back to bullish, but for now it's sitting on a bearish cycle. 12 hour, we're looking at just on the edge of going into bullish. And then when we look at the daily, we can see that the daily at the moment is sitting on that same edge. So from this point of view, from a technical perspective, looking at the chart, interpreting the chart, and just trying to figure out where we're at the moment, looks like we will be making a move for 15. Consolidating above 15, we will start to move towards 18. And that there is exactly where we want to be, right? And then after 18, we're going to start to move into the 20s, then 30s, 40s, and beyond. So from a chart perspective, from a technical perspective, as far as from my interpretation, remember, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, it's looking good. It's looking real good. Real good, right? But let's take a look at some drawings and what they teach us. Okay, so as we begin to look at the charts, I'm looking at this one in particular at the moment because we need that 15 cents, consolidate above 15, and then we would have broken down this particular red line. The next one is sitting at 18, and the one after that is sitting at 23 cents. Now, these are all very, very, very important lines. Very important lines. And we will monitor them very carefully from a support level perspective, right? I'm going to talk a lot today about these lines because there is a lot of volume coming, and I don't want you to miss out or potentially, cash out too early. So this particular formation that has been building, it's ready. It is ready to now start to make some serious moves to the upside. And so don't do the mistake that a lot of people do is not research enough into Vechain, and then when it gets to 30 cents you think it's a great deal and you go out early. Again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I have mentioned time and time again since March that $1.10 to $1.20 is more than realistic throughout this bull run because of the way that this particular project is. Now we look at this and we can see how many times it's back tested this particular trend line and it's still above, so it is ready to make that move towards into the 20s again. And then from 28 cents will be a very, very important resistance point. And then we start to break out into the 30s. So looking long term at Vechain, I mean, like I said, there is every possibility of this going to $1.10, $1.20. I know a lot of you have asked me about the $2. I don't see that. I would welcome it, but I just don't see it. And that, again, is my perspective, my interpretation. I do see $1.10. If there's like extreme FOMO, maybe $1.50, but then it won't last long, right? Because I personally think it's overvalued at $1.50 right now where it is. $1.10, though, I do see that very, very much. Then as we head into 2022, 2023 and beyond, then it's a different case study, right? We start to talk about it differently because it'll be bigger, better, more people involved, more projects involved, more mass adoption. So then we will look into it, as we go into 2022, 2023 and beyond. But it is that good. So the breakout, strong resistance, break the strong resistance. We'll start to head towards the 20s and then make our way to the 30s before we really start to make our way towards getting to that dollar range. And you know what? I am going to be here every single step of the way with you. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.